Shalom and namaste and theos here. Just want to give a very brief kind of thought on this week with the Akadawa since our ADLLI 6 days ago. So tomorrow we'll make a week. Specifically, I'm just going to say a couple things and then I'm going to cut this. One, I haven't been feeling a whole lot, but sometimes I am, and I'm attributing that to the Akadawa rather than any other energy system, or, Chi, bioenergy, Reiki, etc., etc., etc. It's been pretty interesting. I've had some interesting feelings every once in a while where I'm feeling just a little hint of, oh, I think I'm about to start tripping, which I haven't done for 14 years and don't plan on. I don't need to. It's all still in me. That was cool. I'm having a lot of, even as I think of it now, because activation is thought, intent. That's really all it is. As I think of it now, I can feel, a little bit of a warmth sensitivity right here on my skin and a little bit farther in. And then here on the crown, but really I kind of treat the crown as the whole brain because, it crowns our body, right? Clearly it's going to connect up higher, but that's where I feel it. Kind of get a pressure. I'm able to push the energy through all sides of the brain, kind of feel it move through or around, however I'll manipulate it, and then I work to get the hemispheres connected real well. That's my crown chakra work, and of course I feel it up here. But that's easy for me because I've always been able to do this and this pretty quickly. As a matter of fact, that's one of the things that got me thinking what in the world is going on, because it's not like I was seeing visions, but I would get this feeling. And I hadn't had that for a long, long time either, so everything is fantastic. Making sure I don't have any food or liquid or anything in here because it's a real problem. The other thing was yesterday, which was interesting. I went into an altered state of consciousness, and I was just kind of laying there and relaxing, and I activated, which I can't really stop activating because I'm thinking about it. I'm giving it thought energy. So I know we're not supposed to activate it over and over, yet it is in a constant state of activation by its consideration. It just depends on where you're thinking intently about it, or whether it's just like, oh man, I remember this is here. I can kind of feel it. Yesterday I had a massive energy well around mainly my second chakra, and first, I guess you'd say, it went up, but it stopped below my belly button. It didn't get up from my solar plexus. And it was this massive sensual sexual energy, which it was like the energy that should be there if you're involved in something sexual, but without a normal sexual response. I'm trying to keep it not too TMI, but it felt really good. It was even, and my body was very sensitive, and I was trying to say, well, it was kind of like a really minor analogy to ecstasy, which back when I was DJing in the 90s was clearly around and in me. But it wasn't intense to that degree where you feel like your glands are being squished to get that last little bit of good stuff into your body, and you're like, it was good. It was like chill. Okay. If we had to put it on a level of 1 to 10, there's TMI. 10 being boom. I think it was more like a 7 or 6, but it was constant, and I wasn't doing anything, and I was just like, wow. So maybe that is what I always used to hear from people, like in the female sexual thing, which I can't relate to because I'm a man. It's always like, look, it builds up, it builds up, it builds up, and it stays. At least that's what I've been told. I don't know. And it plateaus and holds. Well, that's what I was experiencing. It was neat. And it felt nice, and I just laid there and enjoyed it. So I'm sorry, that's probably much TMI. And I don't really care because it's real. Um, that's about all I'm going to say on this one. I come in unscripted. I just decided the two things I needed to talk about. I'll make some more video in just a bit.